Okay, this is day number 2 of the BlackJack game that we're building. Now, this is the set of instructions that I gave you yesterday, and I told you to copy the script below. So you're highlighting, just copying all the way down here, and you'll notice there's chunks of code that's missing down here, right here. So when you copy it and you paste it, it will look like this in your script file when you're all the way down. And then I have a set of instructions here. It says, first, the code is incomplete. Use the player hit above, starting at line 390, as an example to finish the dealer hit. So right now, we're saying, we're in this while loop that says, dealer total is, while dealer total is less than 17, we need to hit. The dealer must hit. So we slice the next card off the deck. We add it, by appending means we added the value of it to the total. We sum it to the list, and then we sum it to get the dealer total. And now what are we doing? We're ace checking, because if it's busted, if they were greater than 21, and we counted for aces here, how many 11s are there in our list? And if there are any 11s, that means we have aces. So if aces is greater than 0, then they didn't bust. Then it's just like up here. Let's look at line 390, like I said here. 390. So I wanted you all, yesterday, we were instructed to do this. Copy and to paste it right down here. And then try to figure out how to change it. What are you going to do? Because now that we're talking about the dealer, it's a little bit different. It's similar, but it's different. Like up here, the player gets to choose if they want to keep hitting, whereas that we want to delete that out because the dealer does not get to choose. It's an automatic. If they have less than 17, so 16 or under, they have to keep hitting. So we don't ask and say. So we cut that one out after we paste all of this. So here's what it's going to look like. I'm going to go ahead and go over to my completed code. Let's start here on line 427 and go all the way down. I'm going to do both sections. Actually, I'll do this. Yeah, I'll do both. Yeah, I'll do the first section first. So we're going to copy, control copy. So that's going to replace this. Control V. Oops. Okay, so here's what I just pasted. So yesterday you pasted from up here all the way down. Look what we did. We got rid of this line and we changed all the P lists to D lists. So all the P's were changed to D's because now we're talking about the dealer's list and the dealer's total. It's all D's, D's, and then notice we got rid of allowing the user to decide whether they want to hit or not, because now the dealer has no choice. And then we changed the wording of all the green font here. So it says the dealer's new total instead of the player's new total, or it used to say your new total. So we did all that, modified all of that. This was step number 1. Now this is a working step number 1. Oops, starting from right here down to here. That's what you need. So if you absolutely were completely stuck, I'm providing the answer for you from yesterday. That's step number 1. Now second, let's do the second step. We need to evaluate to see who wins. And that's starting here. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this and paste it over. And replace this with that. Notice the indenting. I'm 2 indents in. 1, 2. And notice I'm not directly underneath. I have to be outside of this while loop because we're only evaluating who wins. Is player total greater than dealer total, or is dealer total greater than player total, or is it a tie? We're only evaluating that after the dealer is done taking cards And so that's why we're out of the while loop. Notice it's lined up right there. That's very important. When I was walking around the class during the first day, a lot of students, you're going to see this is maybe out here, it's unindented, and which actually wouldn't be a problem because I added these. If dealer total is less than 22, player total is less than 22. So yours is still going to work even if it's unindented. But then we have to have these on there. I included these because that's for the dealer total. I wouldn't need it for the player total because it's indented, but it wouldn't work properly. If it was out here, if I didn't have this and player total, then it wouldn't work properly, and it would evaluate. So I'm just making sure you guys pay attention to indentation. It's 2 indents in. But I added this. This is unnecessary where I have it indented right now, but I added it just in case some of you have yours unindented and you're just looking at my code. You're not. So that's fine. I don't need to go over that anymore. All right. So now we're doing the evaluation, and then let's test it. Give it an F5, and we'll see what happens. You have 10 chips. Bet 2. I'll maximize the screen so it doesn't run off the bottom here. Press enter to deal the cards. We've got an 8 and a 10. So our total is 18. The dealer has a jack. I'm going to hit because I want it to bust to make sure it works. Alright, so I busted. I have 28. You now have 8 chips. Okay, good. And it only says it once that I busted. It doesn't say you busted twice. So that's good. Alright, and then we can bet again. This time I'll stand just to see what happens here. The total is 14. Indicator stand, I'll hit stand, I'll type S for stand. Dealer's 18, dealer wins. Alright, and then I want you guys to keep going and keep playing so that all 4 options, the player busts, number 2, option 2, the dealer busts, and then option 3, they both stand, and then the dealer wins, they both stand, and the player wins. And then optimally, you want to do the tie as well, a 5th, so keep playing until there's a tie as well. So that way you're testing all of the different evaluators. All right, that'll be it for this one.